You're listening to The Monks.
You're here with The Monks. I'm Josh.
I'm Heather.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, I said that one like the nightly news. Like, we're going to report what's happening out there so that you don't have to wander around and look for it.
Mm-hmm.
We collected everything.
Well said.
Yeah, we collected everything that's happening within a certain geography, and here we are talking about it.
Ooh, I love the transcontinental accent. Don't you?
I do, yeah. I don't know if I love it as much as you do.
Oh, I love it.
Give me a little
Hello? No, that's not right.
What was it?
No,
that's if they just enter a room. Hello?
Hello?
I don't know if that's
We do that a lot too.
Yeah, but I don't think that's transcontinental.
No, it's not.
That's my go-to. Hello?
Is the president there, sir? Is that it?
I'm sorry, who's calling?
I could do it if I didn't.
Little bitty
wasn't
Tommy, who's out here slinging newspapers, sir. These darn Nazis are all around us. What's up with you?
Playing some fun dance music to get hyped up.
And this is hyped.
Hyped it is. This is as hyped as I get, I guess.
Well, I don't know how hyped I need you on a podcast. Like, I understand what I'm like, let's get the energy up. But I think once we kind of are like, pop in our peas, that after that, I'm like, we're good.
Yeah. We watched the new Love is Blind UK started yesterday, and we are already watched all 4 episodes.
Watched all of them.
Woo. But I like to binge reality TV and slow drip scripted TV.
Yeah.
I feel like I remember it better if I don't watch it all at once, and I don't care if I remember any reality TV.
It makes sense too, because it's like, hey, there's a lot more work that goes into them. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to actually be able to like follow it and enjoy it and stuff. You know, because if an episode's an hour plus, and you slam 3 or 4 of them, it's like you're not paying attention the whole time. Like, you know what I mean? It is funny how none of us want to see like a 3-hour movie, but we'll just watch TV like boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? Like,
but do you
just
think
so
that's
many.
Because you're looking at your phone.
100%. I sometimes think that. I go, this actor or actress or director or composer or whatever. I mean, like this, you just know, like they saw this scene and they were like, I'm really nervous about it. I've worked with my acting coach about it. We've blocked it. We've rehearsed. You know, it's just really been on my mind. And I always just think somebody's just like.
We are. All of us are.
Nuh-uh. Oh God, that's real. What's happening? What am I watching?
Well, yeah, because you do that a lot. You will look at your phone and then act like the show doesn't make sense. And I'm like, no, it's been making sense the whole time.
I don't know.
You haven't been paying attention. That's called out.
That's not true. When I watch stuff, and when I watch this, and I got an ear on that.
Yes, so
and I'm reading my book. I'm like, okay. Laptop. Okay, buy paper towels. Thank you.
Yeah, she just screamed, Alexa.
What is this show? Yeah, so I guess maybe I should probably pay attention to what I'm watching. You know, it's funny, during that act out, I faux scrolled a laptop with my toe, and
you should put shoes on.
I'm dehydrated, so my toe, if you'll notice, is just askew.
Because you need.
Oh, I have a hole in it. Oh, no, I'm askew. It's like wanting to pull the big toe away, so I got to go toes to the nose. Leave it in.
I just got a cramp right before we started filming from dancing to my 2010s party jams. I have a super Orlando kid story.
Okay.
This just reminded me from that music and pulling my old lady neck from dancing.
I thought you were just like, that's it. I have a story. Anyway, I didn't say I was going to tell you. I have one. What's the story?
My friend Christina went to Dr. Phillips High School. I went out in the country to school. So she was like in Orlando.
Ooh,
lots of the happenings going on, right?
Well, not really. But if happenings are people getting doused in like, what was that green stuff they were doing to everybody there?
Slime.
They were getting gacked or whatever.
Yeah.
They go, you hearing about Orlando? They're gacking everybody. All right, so she's in the big city. She's in Orlando.
The big city. Psh, picture it. She had a friend whose mom was some sort of something for all those boy bands, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears.
They go, we need the career day to be more specific. Your mom went up there and said, I'm some sort of something for all those boy bands and stuff.
I think she probably worked for Lou Pearlman.
Okay.
Because it was his. So we went over to
was
Lou
she
Pearlman's
the lady?
house. Oh, I don't know.
I remember when we watched that documentary, it had like a right-hand lady.
I don't know. I'd have to ask Christina.
Yeah.
She had a friend whose mom worked for, I think, Lou Pearlman. Mm-hmm. We ended up going over to, he was staying at Lou's house. And this was Christina's friend.
Okay.
So I tagged along to a lot of stuff she did. We went over to Lou Pearlman's house.
Are you sure it was Lou Pearlman's house?
It was the house from the video that NSYNC's very first video where they're riding around on jet skis.
I don't know. That's a very Florida video, though.
I want you back. Now. I think that's how it goes.
And that's NSYNC.
That's NSYNC.
That's not Backstreet.
Right.
Correct. Okay. All right.
So anyways, we were over at his house. We had gone over there a couple times, but we were over there one night.
Get them on the jet skis. I want to see these boys on the jet skis. That's water motorcycles. Okay? That's water.
But they were safe. They did wear the vest.
Oh, God. Really? It's funny. It's actually funny that he goes, I will rip these young boys off for everything. Mm-hmm. But I'm not here to watch somebody drown. Actually, he's probably like selfishly like, can't have any of my golden gooses. Stop laying golden eggs. Get them suited up. That's what the girls want. They want to see just little arms, and they want to know they protect themselves when they're on their water cycles.
And they protect you, too.
And they'll absolutely protect you.
I mean, I was 100% the age of the girls who were in love with them, and I was also.
I was going to say, weren't you one of them? You're saying it like you were like at a distance, like sad.
Those people, no, I was.
And the same Christina, and we will get back to your story where you're at Lou Pearlman's house.
Okay.
This is everybody when they're like, and you're reading over a contract and you go, wait a minute, what am I going to be a singer now? And he goes, it'll be fine. I need a lot of teen bodies to be singing songs and stuff, okay? But this is the same Christina and the same NSYNC that you guys would be doing decoupages of NSYNC. You'd be making wish boards with little Justin Timberlakes on them, little Joey Fatones. Was Joey Fatone ever in play, or was he only if it's a group photo? Never in play. What about Chris with the dreads?
I doubt it. Yeah.
Right?
No.
JC Chavez, 100%, whose real name is Joshua, and it just blew my mind. I was like,
why?
I thought it was JC. I was like, what's all this JC stuff?
You didn't understand people had real names under the initials?
I mean, do I understand what an initial is? Yes. But he went by it so much that I was like, I don't know. I never thought of this guy having a name, like a regular name. So JC Chavez.
Okay.
Justin Timberlake. They're definitely on the decoupage. Yeah. Is it equal?
Lance.
Is there Lance?
I would put Lance. I think those are the three attractive ones.
I didn't expect a Lance to come out there.
I guess Lance is more attractive as he's gotten older to me. I think really grew into his looks where
Justin Timberlake kind of went the other way. He receded from his looks. Which, it's funny. Justin Timberlake is one of those things where, like, as a boy of that era, we're all just standing around going like, I don't know. What do we do? We gotta curl our hair. Mm-hmm. Got to absolutely tight curl too. It wasn't even like bob. Like I could do a bob, like a loose curl. That you're like something like that. I can't do a tight little like Bradley Cooper in that movie where he's just got that little tight perm on. Bradley Cooper, Amy Adams, Christian Bale, American Hustle. I think it was called. Got there. All right. So you're at Lou Pearlman's house. Mm-hmm. Friend of a friend.
Friend of a friend.
Is it awkward? Like real talk. Is it one of those friend of a friend moments?
It was just we thought we were the only ones there.
But I mean, like the boy that Christina was friends with. Did you know him prior to this?
Well, I had gone over. We had hung out a couple times. Yeah.
So you're pretty comfortable. You're walking
it was
around.
probably-
Like if you saw a Cheez-It out on a plate, you'd eat a Cheez-It. You're not like
Yeah.
thinking you can't touch the pantry stuff.
Right. Yeah. Well, and we weren't there like a million times.
So this is the first time you're at Louis Pearl's.
No.
You've been to Lou Pearlman's
This
more
is
than
the
one
house
time.
the boy lived in.
Okay, he lived
at Lou Pearlman's house.
He lived at Lou
I think
Pearlman's
they were-
house?
I think they were just staying. Yeah. So I don't know. Like,
Huh? All right. No,
that was the house we always went to when we hung out,
okay.
which was Lou
And
Pearlman's
just so we
house,
can-
and the boy lived there.
And just so we can all understand what's happening. We're at Lou Pearlman's house. This
my
boy
God.
lives at Lou Pearlman's house. Heather, you are how old in this story? Ish.
Old enough to drive.
16, 17. Yeah. You walk into Lou Pearlman's house. We find out not the first time.
Yes.
This boy lives there.
Yes.
If you were in the pantry,
I wasn't. I didn't go.
you
in the
never
pantry.
were you comfortable enough where you go, I'll dispense the water straight out of the fridge?
No.
Or are you like, there's no way I'm grabbing a glass?
I had only
You're
been
not
over there, like,
comfortable here.
3 to 5 times.
You're holding if I know it's Florida, but you get what I mean when I say you're holding your own coat. You're not putting your coat down. You go to like a real friend's house and it's like throwing your crap around like it's yours.
Right. I was holding my purse.
You're
probably,
holding
yes.
it. You're like, okay, I'm not super comfortable.
Maybe because we had been there for a while.
Okay.
Anywho.
I just like to know where your headspace is.
Okay. We didn't realize that I think there were people there. We heard someone singing.
Dun, dun.
There was a recording studio down the hall. And then we could hear.
Male or female?
It was a female.
Female.
It was Britney Spears. She
Whoa.
was recording I Love Rock and Roll.
That's a huge, that you can't be
Yeah,
more famous than
I
Britney Spears at
know.
that point.
It
She's
was
one
like
of the
hyped
most, yeah.
because she was doing her.
Had she done the snake yet?
Oh God, it was around that
It's
time.
around that
Yeah.
time though, and that's the height of it all. She's singing I Love Rock and Roll.
She's singing I Love Rock and Roll. She was doing the MTV Diaries around that time because when she left, she was heading directly to, I want to say like the Daytona 500 or something they were. And I remember seeing it that was where she was going the next day. And I saw it on the MTV Diary. When
Was she
I watched
singing
it.
like a national anthem or something? Or was she
I
just
doing
like kind of
something.
like
I don't
waving a
know.
flag like,
Watch that MTV
remember
Diary
Crossroads? Because I Love Rock and Roll was for Crossroads.
episode. Wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a scene in the movie and they released a single around it.
We were in the room next to it,
Yeah.
the recording studio, which had a couch, and that's all I can kind of
It's not the
remember
button
of it.
room.
The button room. No, it's not the button room.
Not the
We're
button room, as lay people
so
call
we
it.
were just like kind of snuck over in there and just
That's
were
awesome.
listening. And then we were dancing, of course. And apparently they have cameras.
She could see.
They could see us.
Oh shoot!
dancing, yeah.
But who doesn't want? I mean, if you're making a tune, it's
they said, we got to listen to her record it, and they were like laughing at us dancing when they came out and told us.
Did she come out at any point?
She didn't come out, but she was in there like laughing. And
Did she say like, "Oh, they can come in for a second"? Like, I appreciate the energy they brought to the session.
We didn't watch her record in my memory.
Okay.
I don't remember. I just kind of remember that. And then,
So you're just hearing them playback, basically.
no, we heard her singing.
Okay, but you didn't watch her record.
No. Oh, we must have. I guess it was playback then. I don't know.
Well,
how
no.
that
What I mean
works.
is like if you heard her singing, weren't they recording?
They were recording. Yes.
So then you did watch her record.
We didn't go into the booth.
What? No, but you were in the room
Just to
watching.
say hi.
Why do I feel like this has to be a deposition?
They were different rooms.
Could you see her?
Next to each other, not until they came out and said, "Oh, haha, we're watching you on the cameras dancing."
Okay. See, I don't understand rich people houses. I go.
There were lots.
What is happening with
There
the
was a
room
bowling
situation?
alley.
Oh God, a jet ski grotto,
Yeah.
pool, obviously pool,
Yeah.
hot tub.
I'm sure. I don't remember.
Just out there
seeing the
sweating
pool.
in a Florida hot tub.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I really feel like sometimes I have to cross-examine you. I go, look, we all thought, no, everybody listening was like, oh, I think she's in the recording booth. I think she's in the producing suite. It's like, no, we're in this adjacent thing, but this guy's got CCTVs everywhere, which actually does track, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he probably had cameras everywhere.
Oh, now that when they said that, I was like, oh, because had definitely been in his office.
Oof.
I remember holding all the awards.
But that's all you did, right? Because you're not a criminal, so
Yeah.
you're not in there doing anything. So
No.
he's probably like, oh, I get a real kick out of that.
I read his script of what he was gonna read on that documentary.
Really?
No.
Oh. I was like, oh, that may have been something. He goes, okay, what does she know? What does she get? What does she know? Yeah, that's huge. To just be in a private house in Florida and like one of the big, because that's the thing, right? I'm not thinking at that time of Britney Spears, like she's not a Florida act.
No.
She's a huge star. She's on, VMAs every year. Mm-hmm. She's, I don't know, in the Grammys, at the Grammys, snubbed by the Grammys. There's talk of Grammys around her.
Yeah.
She's about to take off into acting. Mm-hmm. She's one of those people where she has charisma, but every time they put her on camera, like in that capacity, you're kind of like, okay. Mm-hmm. Like I remember she was on How I Met Your Mother, and you're just like, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One thing that really stood out in my memory, and this is such a weird detail, but I kept thinking her hair's going to fall out because she just had, extensions and you could just see the tracks, and it just felt not washed and not done in a while. Yeah. And I felt very like
it's going to hurt her hair.
Yeah. I hope they're going to do her hair good so no one sees it like this tomorrow when she's got that thing she's going to. I hope someone's taking care of her. It felt like that in that moment. As
a young person, you were like, oh, there's something there, maybe. And then like as a grown up, you go, yeah, there definitely was. Like that's the one thing with like children performers of any kind. It just feels like so many times their own people don't watch out for them the way they should. I think there's something about parents. I remember one time hearing like Joseph Gordon-Levitt talk on a podcast, and their big thing was like, hey, you were on a show very young. You were like 13, 14 on Third Rock from the Sun, and you're so normal. And he was like, yeah, a couple of reasons why. Like one, I was born and raised in like Burbank, so it wasn't news to me to be in a city that had this stuff. Like it was very common. And he's like, the main thing is though, my mom was never not around me. He was like, prime example, somebody working on that show, and he goes, this was not a bad person. They did not do a thing or anything, but it was a grown man who happened to be having a birthday party, and he invited me just to be nice because I was within earshot, basically. But when he presented it to his mom was like, you're not going to that. Why would a grown man want a 15-year-old at his birthday party? Now, she may have not meant like because he's a bad guy, because he's like, he wasn't. But she may have been like, he doesn't want you there. But she was at least clocking situations when we're there. He's like, anywhere I was, that's where my mom would be. If I'm doing a fitting, she's in there. If I'm, she's around. And I thought, in the limited amount of like commercial auditions I got, I would get a lot where they're like, you're the dad. And people would just bring children over to me. And this is nothing, right? This is no stakes, no real money, no nothing. There's not even that much pressure to it as far as like, oh my God, I got outside myself. But immediately they were like, okay, this is your person, and I was like, oh, no, stick around. Yeah. Don't just dump a kid at me.
Absolutely.
And I said, you can come in with us. And they go, what if they don't like that? And I said, who cares? This is your kid, right? I think it's okay if we don't bag the Triscuit ad or whatever it was. You know what I mean? I'm like, no. Don't just drop your kid at some dude. Like, stay with them.
Absolutely.
Make sure
I went to one audition as a kid and I was by myself. Well, I wasn't by myself. It was a group of kids, but I don't believe my parents were inside.
In the room.
It was like,
but it was like in a fully established like audition space that they felt very comfortable. Where was the audition happening?
I believe in my memory it's at a hotel or a motel, and there was just like the longest line. I feel like I remember sitting in a room on a couch and I could see a kitchen and stuff. Okay. So I feel like it was a suite.
It's like, okay. All right. So yeah, probably should have had some folks in there with you. And how did that audition go?
I did not speak.
Did they ask you to speak?
They asked a general question. I said, well, that doesn't apply to me, so I'll just be quiet.
And a precocious kid who's going to get the part would have said, well, that doesn't apply to me, so I guess I'll be quiet. Yeah. Right? And they go, you stay. So what was the film?
3 Men and a Little Lady.
Ooh. You would have been around Ted Danson.
Oh, so cool.
Right? Mm-hmm. What if he would have been like a new, like kind of like second father figure to you?
I love it.
He took you under his wing. Mm-hmm. He goes, listen, I did the same thing for Culkin whenever I did that movie with him. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to look out for you, kid.
I'd be with all three greats. Oh,
three greats. Because what's it? Who all was in that movie?
Tom Selleck.
Tom freaking. I'd watch that movie.
The Goot.
Gutenberg.
Yeah, Steve
underrated, man.
Yeah.
Gutenberg
really became a hero during the LA fires too. He was on the news and like getting people stuff or.
He's looting. So Steve he's really, I mean, he's like, you gotta get it.
Moving cars or doing something.
He's a valet who's looting. So Steve Guttenberg's fallen so hard, but Heather sees it as like, this could have been my dad. I want to be respectful. He's parking cars. He's looting. And then grabbing, I guess he's pet stealing. Steve Guttenberg was a menace during those fires, it sounds like. No.
I imagine, and this is a total Heather imagine, I don't know, I guess, now I know why I associate this. I feel like Steve Guttenberg would be somebody who collected art like Steve Martin does.
Okay, is it because both the names are Steve?
No, I think it was because I'm thinking of Gutenberg and Guggenheim.
Oh, okay. All right. But what if he goes, no, I do. I do.
That kind of tracks in his vibe to me.
Yeah, any Thomas Kinkoos. That's the only artist I know. Besides, like I don't know. I only know obvious art. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't necessarily know it by sight, but I just mean like the names I drop. I'm like, it's going to be the same names for everybody. I go, Dolly. Dolly Parton. She's an artist. I guarantee. And here's the thing. Dolly Parton does so much that if I say Dolly Parton paints, ain't nobody going to tell me I'm wrong.
That's true.
I go, you're going to tell me Dolly Parton doesn't paint? Maybe as a relaxation thing. Maybe to keep her dexterity up for performing. Dolly Parton paints.
She paints.
She paints. She reads. She has a freaking theme park, dude. I'm pretty sure Dolly Parton does it all.
Yeah, she's the queen of the world.
But you did mean Dolly. I did. Yeah. But then I thought you were questioning what Dolly could do. And I know she could paint. Mm-hmm. Right? She could paint.
She could paint.
She could paint. She's Miley Cyrus's godmother.
Oh, wow.
So pretty sure she could paint. So Gutenberg was a hero. Selick. I forgot he was in that.
What?
I forgot he was in it.
It's mostly his movie. He really gets with the lady and
I get it.
A family, even though Ted Danson's her biological father.
Yeah, Ted Danson goes, am I okay with this? Like, are we not all to be a party to this? Like, I'm her real biological father.
Why would he not want one of his best friends to be another father figure to his daughter? That's the whole vibe of the movie, Josh. I'm getting upset.
I haven't seen it in 100 years. I don't know. And Gutenberg's kind of comic relief. He's a third dad.
But also, he's probably the least daddish.
He goes, you know what? Like, you could say what you will. You can say I'm comic relief, but he's like, at the end of the day, we all had intercourse with the same lady. So I'd like you to put some respect on my name.
No, right? I think they all. No, wait, hold on. That's not the.
It's not that we don't know who the father is. How could it not be?
They don't know who the mother is.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that really it? They don't know who dropped the baby off.
Right.
And they all live, and they're how old? 30?
Oh, I don't know, because that's 3 Men and a Little Baby, and I'm not as up to date on that movie.
But they're 3 men, and they all like live in this, like they're roommates. And this is in the like. This is the 90s. Why didn't they just?
I don't think they're roommates.
How did we? I gotta watch this movie.
I think they move in together to raise this baby who they don't know who. No, I don't.
How would they not know whose baby? They go, Tom, it was on your door. It's your baby, dude. Like, what do you mean I got to move in here?
Maybe they do know whose baby it is, but they don't.
But they all three. No, I got to watch this movie. It's on. We will do a follow-up to this because I have to watch this movie now because I'm like sitting here going like, wait, in that day and age, that's the time to buy real estate. Yeah. What are these guys doing? And guys back then
and were they in Chicago?
Oh, I thought they were in LA. Yeah, I got to watch this movie. I genuinely, at this point, we're just as regular as you can be, where we're like, I have seen this movie. I mean, I know there's 3 men and a little baby.
And I love 3 Men and a Little Lady.
But we got to watch the baby one first.
We will.
Okay. You can't skip to the sequel that you weren't cast in. You know what I give you credit for, though? A lot of stars, whenever they don't get the movie, they have a hard time then enjoying the movie.
Oh, I love it.
You know, and you go, I still love this movie.
Stars, they're just like us.
Yeah. Like Pedro Pascal was supposed to be in Weapons, but I think he had a time constraint or something. Some reason he couldn't do it. And I believe Brolin that's his part. And I kind of wonder, like, whenever that happens and it's booming, do you still go and enjoy it, or are you like kind of like, oh man, that's I would have liked to have been in that?
I don't know. I would think I would enjoy it, knowing like, wow, what a cool life I lead that I was almost in this.
I gotta say, the thing that's so cool about his is like. There's something to all of us where we go, this guy really is broke huge in his 40s and 50s, like early 50s. And that's rad. Like he's one of the biggest stars right now. And it's like, it didn't happen like early.
This is so just me trying to cheer myself up for being my age and feeling inside like, what are you doing? I saw this post that said, butterflies are middle-aged. they go into their cocoon and they come out a butterfly middle-aged.
Yeah.
So,
So here we go.
I thought, I needed that.
It's amazing the stuff that you need, and it's all helpful. Like I told you yesterday, I was like, I was driving home and I was just like, in this moment, what's different between you and a millionaire? Like, what do you want to do that you can't do? And I was like, there's almost nothing. I mean, like, because truly in that moment, I'm not like, I want to jump on a plane. Because I feel like a lot of times people are like, I want to jump on a plane and fly to Paris. And I go, I've been to an airport. Whether I'm a millionaire or not, I'm like, that's going to be a total headache.
But you never been to Paris.
That's true. But I don't need to fly tonight. I could still make a plan.
Yeah.
And I could fly to Paris. So I go, what's different? And they go, lots of stuff would be different. But I guess my point with it was like, the only time I ever feel less than or kind of freaked is when I'm looking ahead. Like, I'm like, what if you don't reach all your goals? What if this happens? What if that? It's never like really present stuff. It's almost always, and I guess I am a more anxious person than a more depressed person, because it's not usually looking back stuff. Typically when I look back, I almost immediately, once we're 6 months past anything that was trying, I go, it's downright funny to me. Like, it's fine. A thing that doesn't happen a lot, but gets portrayed a lot, is baby on the doorstep.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen a lot, right?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Or do you think babies are so adorable that most people are like, just keep them?
And don't say anything?
Yeah, I'll just go like, all right, that's fine. What's the paperwork situation? Like, this kid's eventually going to need like paperwork to get stuff, do things.
Yeah, again, I don't know where to get paperwork, fake or real.
Yeah, I know. Well, I wouldn't even want fake. I'd be like, I want to, if somebody left a baby and you knew it was like, hey, it's the parent, they go, hey, they left a note. They go, I saw that you guys are dinkwads, dual income, no kids with dog. I see that you at least have jobs. You seem to be happy enough people. I can't do this.
Because we don't have a baby.
Yeah, I can't do this. Will you please raise this baby?
No, you saw us and you liked our life because we didn't have a baby.
Yeah, they go, I want to live that life.
Give it to somebody else who already has kids.
That's true. They're already kind of like in it.
This is going to be jarring.
It would be jarring. Would you really, though, just be like, I can't do it? They go, okay, it's going to go in the system. They go, you could hold on to it for a little bit, right? Couldn't you hold on to it for a little bit?
Could you hold it for a minute?
Just for a second. They go, listen, 9 times out of 10, they come back. And I go, is that true? Is that based on any stat? And they go, I don't know. We say stuff like that all the time in law enforcement. Look, 9 times out of 10, they ran away. The baby did? No, this time, obviously, somebody else left it. They left a note. But I'm saying 9 times out of 10, they'll come back. Is that true? I don't know. What we find is 9 times out of 10, if you say a phrase like 9 times out of 10 and it's something positive, it's assuring to people. Did you not feel somewhat assured in that? I guess. All right. Well, 9 times out of 10, 2 people who take on the responsibility of a baby left on their doorstep, they nail it.
I would be very, very afraid of a baby with our dog.
And that note, I go, you didn't see the dog that we're always with? This person who left this baby should have known better than this. I am starting to think they did not do the due diligence that they said they did.
No, they said they did the due diligence.
Yeah, they said that we were the right fit.
Because they saw these things that I said wouldn't make us a good fit.
Oh.
I think they're just bad at doing due diligence.
That's true. They are abandoning a baby on our stoop. So, yeah, all right. I guess I'm going to not raise this baby.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. Who do we call?
Ghostbusters. So we watched all 4 episodes that are out of Love is Blind UK. I think I really love reality shows where it's 2 groups, not just one woman and all men or one man and all women.
Yeah.
And they're finding their soulmate.
You bite hard on it. You go, they are falling in love. This makes total sense. And I'm always struck where I go, these people are already doing all this.
I just want people to share their lives with somebody that they want to.
Yeah, so as do I. But I go, normal people don't go on a show for this.
Which you have said multiple times. Yeah. I think I like those instant connections that are you're watching, like when they do make it or when they do have a really good connection. Yeah. It reminds me of when we met, and it felt like a summer we fell in love. And it was really fast, and we were totally just, I don't know. It just like makes me think of that, and
I do see that. Like truly, I do see it. It's just more fun to bag on it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like when we first met, we talked all night. Like I was like, I get it. Sometimes it really is like you're like, this just makes sense to me, and I need to know more. I just want, the one guy has a job, and it's just like human. Is it human
design coach?
Human design coach.
Yeah.
Huh? What? What in the world are we supposed to even do with that?
Oh, that's the same guy who said he trusts his spleen.
Yeah,
10 million times.
And I have to ask, like, if that's a thing, what does that mean?
It means trust your gut.
But who doesn't just say trust your gut, though?
The guy who thinks that your spleen tells you before your gut. I think that's what he explained.
There's so many things that I go, why is this? Why, I have so many thoughts about how we all pick our personas, but like something like that, I go, what is that? Why are you the spleen guy? Everybody, like, it's a turn of phrase for a reason. Like, we nailed it. Trust your gut.
Right.
Move on.
How many times have you said that in your life?
Trust my gut? Probably like 100.
Right. He said it 100 times in one episode.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't say everything. It's like whenever was he also talking about frequency?
I don't know.
Like low frequency, high frequency, that kind of thing.
He was.
And I go, that's fine. I'm not even somebody who just straight bags on any of those kind of things. But I do think, like, why are we only talking about this? Like, I get weirded out when people only talk about one thing.
When they only base their life off of one view.
Yeah.
And not, I think, yeah.
And that's anything. I mean, that's like, I have the same weirdness with that as I do a guy who's like, I only base my decision on like where I can, paint my house to look like the Dallas Cowboys, and where I can have a garage to watch the Dallas Cowboys, and my truck's Dallas Cowboys. And I go, okay. I guess my thinking is you can like that. Like there's a lot, the thing with those kind of things, like the Dallas Cowboy guy, I go, there's a lot of time that the Dallas Cowboys are not playing football out of a calendar year. It's okay to just rest it a little bit. They're not going anywhere. They're going to be there. They, because I just think there are Dallas Cowboys that aren't like that. They're like, I play for the Dallas Cowboys, but yeah, I could have a house somewhere that isn't like Dallas Cowboyed out. That'd be fine by me. So I always think that's so odd. But what's funny? And here's the thing, just so it doesn't seem like, I'm like, it is across the board. It is
whatever you're hyper focused on.
And it's the upper echelon all the way down that wants us also to have our identifiers. We love identifiers. There's something in human beings. It must have been like, back in the day, we just put like 2 leaves on us, and that's 2-leaf boy, whatever it is. Because even at like I saw a guy jogging just now, he has a Princeton shirt, and I go, why do I need to know you went to Princeton? You're on a jog.
But if he only wore it then, if he didn't wear it throughout his whole life.
He doesn't wear it throughout his whole life, but my point is like, why?
I think that's a regular amount.
That's regular?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wearing a shirt while jogging that says Princeton, I think that's regular. I'm thinking.
Why do you think we
I think
need to
if you
know?
were head to toe Ferrari, head to toe Princeton,
that's
to
better.
toe.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
So Princeton is just like, hey, I happen to have a few shirts you think. Like I did go to Princeton. Because you know what I think every time? And this is like the scammer brain in me, I guess. I go, I should just get a Princeton shirt. That's way easier than going to Princeton.
Yeah. You should get them all.
And then when
you should research where are the most concentrated Harvard guys. I'll wear my shirt there.
Yeah. Oh. And I feel like the first bits of that, because people, I think, in a movie would be like, and what professor did you have? I think as long as you know 3 restaurants that made sense for that time period, you're like, Chuck E. D's Philly cheese? Are you kidding me? Like, they don't care. They don't care at all. They want to talk to you about that. I could probably be a stockbroker by the end of the month. Like,
you should just get an MIT shirt and wear it around here and see how
I can't. No, God, no. I can't
Don't
have
you think that
bleep, blop, bleep, blop, bleep. I go, no. I'm sorry. No, not that. Anything but that. But AI, I go, get out of here. Nobody wants to talk about coding with you. No, I don't care about Python. It's a type of code, I guess. I don't know. And I don't care. Because it seems like they may have outsmarted themselves. They may have coded themselves right out of a job. AI, take my job, please.
No, what they did was create a bigger problem that they all need to get on to solve it for us.
And you know what I thought with that problem? And I do know it's bigger than this, but there is a part of me that goes, what if you turn it off? Right? It's like, I hate to be the guy in the first act of the movie who's like, what if we turn it off?
It will become, oh my gosh, it will become COVID. You know how it's just kind of there, but it's like not COVID anymore. It will be some real bad thing with AI.
Yeah.
And then just kind of like AI.
Well, and this is a thing that we have thought about, like everybody has, because we made a short film, Control Alt Stink, back in like before COVID, and it was about basically AI being made, you know, and then it remaking itself without us realizing it. And by the time it reveals itself, it's like, no, that's game over. I always love a good article too. I saw one today, and it's like the godfather of AI says why it's scary. And I go, if you're part of what brought it here, you suck.
Yeah. He's the new atom bomb guy.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah. He basically said like, oh, the only thing you can really do is try to make it like motherly, try to give it maternal instinct so that it cares about humans. And I said, if it's a good mom. You know what nobody said though? Like, what if you made it like a dad? They're like, nah, no, it's just like constantly like, ooh, you miss pretty bad typist, huh? What? Pretty bad with grammar, eh? Not good grammar. That's not how you do that. Have you thought at all about just approaching your boss and asking if you could have the res? What? No. Well, you got to go for it. Got to throw the script over the fence. It is weird in San Francisco whenever I'm driving back from like crossing the bridge over to like Oakland side of things. It's just all billboards for AI. It isn't like this everywhere yet. But man, it's coming. I don't even think it's like stoppable. I think it could be like you look to your left, you look to your right, and you just literally go, hey guys, I think we just wait for local legislation that says that they can't kick us out of our homes because like nobody has a job, you know? And we do our best to grow some beans. So who wants to be on bean duty? Maybe one guy gets a chicken.
That's how bad you think it will be?
I don't know. I think that it could get to a point where I go, if you don't give us money, like, right, if it went the full way, like where they're like, hey, there's just no jobs.
I don't think it'll go that far.
You don't think so? I was really hoping it might take my job. AI, take my job, please.
Yeah, I don't think it'll go that. I think it'll do something, and then everyone will go, oh, we got to get rid of this. And they'll only be able to get rid of it, kind of.
Yeah. I do think the genie's out of the bottle.
It'll just be kind of like a death rattle cough for the rest of our lives.
We'll always be kind of messed with by it, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Something that hit me during COVID that I thought, wow, it feels so small, but also so big to me. The first time I heard an ad on the radio for something about it.
Like the vaccine or something?
No, it was like when COVID was coming.
Oh, where you're just like, oh,
it
goodness.
really felt, I was driving home from work and I heard a commercial on the radio, and it just felt like, whoa, gosh.
Yeah. That's kind of how the AI billboards feel to me, because I'm like, yeah, it's a dope city. Like, and here's the thing that's funny, right? Like, I could just be an idiot. I readily admit that, because I go, the city's booming here in San Francisco because of an AI boom. Like, there's money coming into the city and stuff like that. But at the same token, but will that continue?
Right.
Or will it be like this, you know?
I think it will, only because they'll have to hire people to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
How to trap it.
You think it'll be that? I was thinking more realistic. I go, if it's taking everything, I think the jobs will be like building cooling elements to keep all the data farms going, like night watch. This will just be my life. I'll just be plugged in, like watching a gate at some data farm. Like, I'm like, all right, I gotta make sure nobody gets the data. One of my big plans is, like, we all know baby boomers did a lot of this. You know what I mean? They got all the land and all the stuff. And I go, there's a big part of me that wants, like, make a mad push for millennials and Gen Z. Let's buy up all the cemetery plots.
That's a good idea.
Let's buy them all up. So you're either being cremated or you're coming to us. Buy them all. Buy them up. Flip them, don't flip. I don't care. Just, it's our little, like, we got you. We got you. We got you. We just go 1 6-foot hole, one thing, and I go, it feels like, you know, efficiently, why don't we take them vertical? Like, why do I need to be, like, I'm fine being vertical. I like standing. You know? Yeah.
City's the new smoking, and what's laying? The new dead. The new coffin.
Laying is the new dead. They go, but if you're not laying by 10 p.m. every night, you're basically smoking. I think smoking's still smoking. People used to sit and smoke, and they're still alive right now. This is what I don't understand. People used to sit and smoke indoors, and they're still here.
I think people as a group moved more back then.
I doubt it. Everybody just always, whatever we're not doing, they go, well, I think people back then weren't scrolling.
Well,
and I go, that's true, but they were drinking and driving, and they were sitting and smoking. I grew up in a smoking household, but I also, like, we grew up in a time where you could walk into a restaurant and they'd go smoking or non-smoking.
Yeah.
That was in our lifetime.
We're adult.
Not where we lived. Not in Florida, they didn't. But when we went to Tennessee to Pigeon Forge, they were like, smoking or non-smoking. Really? And we were like, what?
I thought they had smoking sections. Even.
When we were like little, they did. But when we were at that age, we hadn't had them in ages where we were living. And then you go up to like Pigeon Forge and they go, smoking or non-smoking. And I go, you can smoke in the restaurant? And I smoked at the time.
You got to walk through the smoking section to get to the non-smoking section.
That is what they would do, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You had to walk through the cigarette smoke to get to. They go like, one way or another, you're going to earn that T-bone steak. I did. When we were there, I smoked. So I did make us sit there.
If the buffet is in the smoking section or non-smoking section.
The buffet itself.
Yeah. At the restaurant we're
going to. I hope none. That
would be nice.
But like I said, I sat there exactly one time. I sat in a smoking section one time as a smoker. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oof.
What about as a kid?
Didn't really go to restaurants a ton as a kid.
Oh.
My house was a smoking section.
Mm-hmm. That's what I meant. I didn't know
No, my house was a smoking section. Like, I was like, they were like, you're going to have to walk through the smoking section to get to the non-smoking section.
Which is outside.
Which is your bedroom. Unless we need to pop our head in there like, what are you doing? So yeah, I just, on cold days, there'd be a cracked window, you're just hot boxing on the way to school. I'm sure my teachers were probably like, I'm in elementary school. They're like, does he smoke? But then I think at that time we were all just bathed in it. It was just, what's your brand? Mm-hmm. And I was like,
didn't smoke.
No.
But their parents, both of their sets of parents did.
Yeah.
So when I would go to my grandparents' house, on my dad's side, they would smoke inside for a while, I think I remember. And then my Gram-Z would smoke in the garage, but it was the door was open.
Yep. Yeah, man. Just I didn't really think much of it, to be honest. Like it was not like I was not a fan of my parents smoking. I remember like trying to talk them out of it and stuff. That's why it's so bananas that I wound up smoking, because I made it all through all of the years that you would normally like fall into that. Like it wasn't high school. I was like 19 when I started smoking. And somebody said, yeah, I tried to smoke, but I just felt so queasy. And I was like, oh, no, I felt crazy sick. Yeah. You push through that. That's how you get to the fun stuff. I literally felt lightheaded my first pack of cigarettes. I don't know what it is. And they go, it's the additives. It's the addictive additives.
I think it's also everybody you were hanging out with smoked a lot.
Everybody did.
Especially when you're hanging out.
Yep. Everybody sat around. And you're young, so you're drinking, you're smoking, You're testing limits and seeing what's up. And I won't lie, it looks cool in a photo. You look cool. Like you see, that is the other thing, right? Throughout history, you have cool people smoking. It just became cool to be a lame, like in the last decade.
Really cool photo of you in black and white that you're smoking in it.
Throughout history, all the cool people smoke. Okay.
I have recently seen people smoking again in TV and movies.
Good. Because there's something about somebody who's like, I'm a rock star, but I am in bed every day by 8:30. I'm getting up. I'm hitting the red light therapy, getting in my cold plunge, doing my morning meditation. I go, what? I need people going out and being fools. Like if you're not who's throwing stuff out? I haven't heard a story in 20 years about someone throwing stuff out of a hotel.
Yeah.
It used to be even MJ's just hanging babies over, like, Remember we did that? Remember like the photo op? He's like, I'm gonna drop a baby. I'm kidding. No one's gonna drop a baby. There's its face. Nope. It was like a big thing. They're like, blanket.
Did he name him because he covered him with a blanket?
Probably. He probably first thing he saw. What's the kid's name? Blanket. Sorry, Blanket. Oh, God. I'm blanking Blanket. It's Blanket. I goofed it. I wrote 100 songs. How can I not think of a name? I wrote a song. A kid's name. The person's name. Diana. Dirty Diana.
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean was one. Billie Jean. Either way, just take half. Beat it. Okay, now I'm getting. Blanket. Yeah. Sorry. Mark it down as Blanket.
That's how you prefer your rock stars?
I do.
Just doing crazy stuff.
Yes. Like whenever they talk about like Ozzy Osbourne, like, I mean, he just passed. Seems like a nice guy, very talented, but like it helps that he bit the head off of a bird. You know what I mean? Like that's a story people will, for him. It helps
his rep.
Like just his legacy. I'm like, that will never be forgotten. It draws and drives people to the thing you're actually doing. It was true. He did it on camera.
Oh, okay.
Did it at a press conference. Ooh. Yeah. You remember Behind the Music? We both loved Behind the Music. So Motley Crue was doing theirs, and they talked about one of their first tours, big tours, was with Ozzy Osbourne. And they go, we're young, and we are partying, dude. We are like, women, booze, drugs, we're doing it. And they go, you can't out party Ozzy Osbourne at that time. They're like prime example. I remember we were on a bender, man. We're just touring it, and I always give these guys credit, like any musicians, or how they remember lyrics and stuff when they're so gone is crazy to me. But anyway, he gets off the tour bus and they go, there's like this like popsicle stick, and it's just got a line of ants going to it, and he bends down on the ground and just rips the ants with a Coke straw. They'll never forget that. Like there is, like, I'm not saying do bad stuff, but I am saying like when somebody goes like he was in bed every day and he did his hyperbaric chamber, I'm half kidding. I think like meet in the middle. I think it's good that you're not as misogynistic as they once were. I think that is a good thing. Like I don't know that I need to hear in present day like a Steven Tyler story where they're like, and then I just took a 15-year-old whose parents were like, yay, Steven Tyler, we know his music.
I believe they signed over
guardianship. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right? Guardianship?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I need that part of it.
That feel.
I think what I'm looking for is more like kind of just those debauchery tales where it's like the only person getting hurt here is me.
And the maids at the hotel who have to clean up after you.
But they have to clean up either way.
Not that. I don't think. If you're leaving your room clean. I leave our room clean.
Very clean, yeah.
So, not always.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, you're right. That is true. What if they every time? I just, in my own mind, I'm going to say they left like $1,000, and this is back in the 80s, as a tip every time.
I would hope their manager at least would.
Their manager is stealing from them, so they're certainly not worried about maids. You know what I mean? Like, I hope their manager. I go, the manager who's ripping off Billy Joel is worried though that the maid didn't get what he was like, what she was supposed to. No, he's ripping off Billy Joel. He works directly for him, and he's like, nah, I'm going to get him.
Or his brother-in-law.
Yeah. And didn't his own ex-wife go, don't pick him? That's how much people don't listen. I would have been like, oh, okay, that seems like she really, doesn't think I should use him. I'm going to not use him.
Yeah.
That was a good documentary. The Billy Joel one. I was like, yeah, this guy's good.
I love Billy Joel. I am such a nerd. Even when when I was in high school, I had a book of CDs, like so many CDs, and I would always try to get a lot of people's best ofs too, so that you could listen to those.
Not the best ofs, but best ofs too.
Best ofs too.
Not the most known songs, but best ofs too.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, that one too. That was you'd get all those.
Well, I did like B-side stuff as well.
Yeah. I
always felt Billy Joel. So I'm trying to say I listened to a lot of different kinds of music.
Yeah, you did.
When I was young and now. I just thought he was such a poet. I felt every line of his songs, every single song, I could see the story in my head. Yeah. I loved that.
And he is, like, I know all songs in one form or another are storytelling, but like he is kind of like telling the more kind of straightforward storytelling.
He tells you a vignette of life, which I super love.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm amazed by songwriting. I truly am. Like, I heard the Rolling Stones song where it's like, please allow me to introduce, it's like coming from the devil's perspective, basically. And I was like, this is, I've heard that song a billion times, but I'm still struck by where I'm like, just imagine sitting down and writing this. Like, this is so creative. Like, you're doing things in different, first person narrative, from the, I dig on that kind of stuff. I like I like hip hop a lot, like straight just braggadocious in the moment hip hop, but I like storytelling, you know what I mean? Like, I like all of that. Like, I think that's what's cool about music. It can
and
be.
That's why I only wear head to toe old CDs that I've made into my outfit because I'm just that obsessed with it. No, I'm just kidding. Call back to how people head to toe.
Oh, I was like, what? All right. Sorry. I was like, is that a thing that someone did, like a star, or did I was like, call back. Whatever you're into, that's all you can be into. Yeah, no Renaissance folks here. Okay, sorry. No, that's on me.
What is the difference? Okay.
What?
Oh, I feel like we're more Renaissance type people. Not the smarts.
Not the smarts. We like film. We like television. We like music. We like hiking. We like nature. Yeah. We don't obsess all the way. I would say the thing we're most obsessed with is probably like comedy and entertainment the most, but we have a fair smattering of like everything. Like we, and I think we're both kind of open to stuff. Like, we're like, hey, I'd love to find out I like something more. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like me.
Yeah. That man describing himself. I hope he gets it right. Any final like thoughts, feelings, jokes?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. I love you.
I love you.
We didn't hit record. We didn't hit record.